This thick fog mirrors how I have been feeling lately. My thoughts are not clear, and my creative flow has been at an all-time low. That only adds to the pressure I put on myself to finally post a video. I know I'm way overdue. I started filming 3 or 4 times, but nothing seemed good enough. Too close to the camera, the sun is too bright, or I simply rambled on. Little things kept bothering me. But just like this fog lifting, I feel something shifting too. I am taking it one day at a time, and that is enough. So let's get this little video out into the world now. Good morning and welcome back. Before we start, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you spent some time in nature? Now think about it for a little bit, and at the end I'm going to ask you the very same question again and see if you perhaps come up with a different answer then. So what I don't mean with spending time in nature is this. So right now is a really good example of being out in nature, but not being in nature. Because now that we have spring and the days start a lot earlier, I have started to go on my morning walks again. But when I'm out here, I'm not really I am out in nature, but I'm not stopping, I'm not listening to the birds, I'm not stopping and watching the wallabies that are hopping across the path. I basically just, leave home, go to my end point and walk back just so that I have my morning walk in. But do I actually enjoy nature then? I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty much the typical Australian bush view if you go walking here. So I'm standing in front of this big tree, and have you ever looked up? Really looked up? It can be just so a different perspective, but still so beautiful. Now that is very interesting. Still the same tree, but look at it. There's just this little split in between. And then let's move up a little. And that's where they meet. So now that I have explained a little bit with what I mean, have you spent time in nature? Let me ask you the question again. When was the last time you have actually spent some time in nature? I like this ridge over there, where you have the trees on top in a way.
Yeah,
That,
nice.
that's so good. Thank you for joining me on my little nature adventures and for your patience. Sometimes life is not linear. It takes time to find ourselves again. I feel proud of myself for giving myself permission to simply sit with my feelings, emotions, and thoughts. It was not easy because some lingering thoughts came up, but I let them be, and after a while, they disappeared. It is such a wonderful gift to learn about your own intuition and feelings, because that opens the gate for understanding yourself and finding emotional freedom. When you understand yourself, it becomes a lot easier to gently guide your loved ones through your needs and help them see what you're experiencing without frustration or expectation. In my younger years, I would have been frustrated that no one could simply read my mind and understand what is going on. But life and its lessons, if you are willing to listen, are truly magical. I am so grateful to James for giving me the space to walk my own path, while still being there, his hand just close enough to grab whenever I need company on my journey. In the end, I am really happy with this little video. It is probably the longest one I've ever worked on, but it reminded me that it is okay to take time when I need it. So listen to your instincts, and if you need a little time or a little more to work through something, take it. Maybe the most beautiful growth happens when we stop rushing.